We found out that our flight to Chicago was delayed as we were on the way to the airport, so we had to completely rebook our flights. And I asked the lady if she thought that we would have enough time to go through customs in Germany, and she said that we would. More on that later, but we went to Black Bear Diner to get some breakfast with our grandma. This is the meal that I got. I always get the cinnamon French toast, and then Roman wanted me to record his.
Yeah, it's good food.
Because we had to rebook our flights, Roman and I were no longer sitting next to each other, but we were in the same row still, and luckily the two people between us were actually together, so they switched spots with us, and that was really kind of them. And our flight was now 11 hours instead of 8 because we were flying out of San Francisco instead of Chicago. But for our first meal, I ended up getting the pasta. It was their vegetarian option. They also had tiki chicken and shepherd's pie, I believe, but I did not like any of those. And I watched Mickey 17, but the pasta was actually really good. This was Roman. He got the tiki chicken. He said it was actually pretty spicy, and he was watching The Wolf of Wall Street. And our snack was like a little sandwich. I, again, got the vegetarian option, not on purpose. They had just run out of chicken after Roman got it, and I was glad that I did because he said he did not like it. And I liked mine. It was pretty good. It was just cheese and bread. But for breakfast, I got apple pancakes, and Roman got an omelet because they had run out of pancakes, so we kind of traded off. But mine was really good. I watched Mamma Mia on the plane, and there were little chunks of apple inside the pancakes, which was interesting. I did not like this bread, though, but the rest of it was good. And you may remember that I asked the lady if we'd have enough time to go through customs. Well, we did not because our flight was delayed again, and then the lady who rebooked it did it wrong, so someone had to fix it not once, but twice. But there was this mall inside of the airport, and Roman was really shocked. He had never seen something like that. But by this point, we were pretty hungry and tired, so I got a pretzel and Roman got something, I don't remember what, and it was at this point that I realized I lost my neck pillow. I must have left it on the plane, like it must have come untied from my bag, and I didn't check it because I figured it would still be tied there. But yeah, we got on that last flight, and I got some chocolate during it, and the Berlin airport was actually really nice. It was like aesthetically pleasing too, which was cool. And then we met up with Mom and Jeff, and I got to take them to all of the places that I wanted to visit in Berlin, and there were Christmas markets everywhere. Like most of this footage, oh, here's TK Maxx instead of TJ Maxx. I thought that was funny. But yeah, there were tons of Christmas markets. Here is the TV tower, and a lot of this footage is from Christmas markets, but just know that we were covering a like pretty wide span. There were just so many that it looks like we were constantly at one. And this is the cathedral. And someone was playing the saxophone at the Brandenburg Gate. I thought the details on the gate were just to die for. And then after that, we went to the memorial for the murdered Jewish people during World War II. And it was really interesting because it got deeper as you went in. Everything got taller, which from the outside, it does not look like that. And then after that, we were trying to find the train station because we needed to get to the Hard Rock Cafe. My mom likes to go to all the different Hard Rocks, and so Berlin was no different. It's raining! And it had just started drizzling as we were walking in, and we hoped that it would die down as we ate, but that was not the case. I got a tropical margarita, and that was a mistake because I was already tired, but it made me even more tired. And then I got a burger and fries, and they have no ranch, so I had to use mayonnaise. And then we had to go get our stuff from the train station because we had put it in a locker so we could walk around. And it was just getting to and from was so bad. We had to take Ubers because we could not figure out the trains. And then I learned literally this morning that I had been reading it wrong on my app. So now I know, but geez. Burgermeister. So in total today we had 3 delays and 2 rebookings. And then when we got back to the hotel, I just basically immediately passed out, and that was the end of day 1.